Welcome everybody, welcome to the Tomb of Illumination. This is your pathway to illumination, understanding the truth. If you want to know the truth, you come to this channel. YouTube's hiding it, so if you've found it, you're pretty lucky. Now, I expose all the lies with the globe model, the globe theory, all the lies. And this is a question you get from a lot of globe tarts, I call them, who like to push the globe because they're funded, they're backed. Those people are always financed. Flat earthers are not financed. They get shut down and get no earnings off their sites, apart from what their Patreons might donate. Okay? So we're shut down because they don't want to let the truth get out there. Because mind control creates a lot of money for the NASA and such likes. It's a $1 billion industry. So, you know, we are battling, as flat earthers have to argue, well, I don't like to, but I've been doing it lately because they've all come over like a disease from this couple of appearances I've made on Jeranism. So you know you're onto it when you get this disease attacking your station. So they're always putting up a lot of rude, smart-ass comments, and I can dish it back, you know, because I'm no saint. I know the truth though, so I can sit there all day and give them what they want, you know, to and fro. I don't turn the other cheek, like they say, you know. So I've had one, this guy here at Jack Questland man 8044 on a video I did about 10 days ago. Gives me a list of 7 things to say, well, I can't explain them. Like he thinks I was born yesterday and I do all this because I'm freaking basically stupid and got nothing better to do, you know. It just shows how thick these guys are. These globe tarts are so stupid, so ignorant, so arrogant. They think you don't know anything and they know it. So some of them are actually so warped in the head they actually believe what they're saying because they went to school, which makes them arrogant and ignorant. So they think they know everything. Or they don't know anything and they're just parroting information like stupid parrots. And getting funded along the way, backed. So I'm just going to go over these 7 basic questions as flat earthers get all the time. I get them all the time, and I've been doing this for like 7 years now, and I get the same old question, just get sick of answering them. But the main line is, oh, you can't even answer this. Yet I've done it about 100 times before. They come onto the site and think they're going to learn the entire flat earth in 30 minutes. That's how stupid they are. Absolutely ignorant. So what do we got here? It's this is from my video, The Final Experiment to Prove Earth is Flat. To prove Earth is flat and the lie of the globe. So his first comment. Same stars visible from South Africa. So he wants to know, because he obviously doesn't know, how can you see the same stars in South America, South Africa, Australia, New Zealand, say? How can we see the same stars? Well, why can't you see the same stars? Look, this is the flat earth model looking down on it. Everything comes out from the center. It's a hyperboloid. Sorry. A toroidal sphere, look, sits like that. See, it comes out of the hyperboloid center. Expands. Everything expands out from the center. It's been known for at least 50 years. There's videos of people telling others that, explaining that the earth expands southward. Everything expands as you move south. So our whole realm, our creation, this is a holographic projection. We're all in this holographic projection, okay? Nothing's actually physical, but common man can't even get their head around that because he's tuned to accept only the physical. He's got to open up his senses to partake in the non-physical, the metaphysical. So if you're not bright enough to open up your mind and understand the non-physical, the metaphysical, then you should just stay with your globe, because that's where the dumb people need to stay. You need to follow their lies and be guided through life like a, I won't get too rude about it. Try not to anyway. So because everything is mirrored out from the centre, because basically this is the tree of life, one aspect of it, but it's not actually the tree of life. But you could say it's in there because we all come from in here. That centre vortex of creation. Everything is hidden in here, high above the Arctic. It's a vortex. It's the 3D. The 3D realm that's come from the 2D plane. Okay? So in the beginning was the father of the 2D plane, and then the light, the illumination of the sun created the magical 3D depth. So everything from here has created our realm out here. As soon as that illuminated, the real sun, the actual sun, not the image we see out in the tropics, our whole realm is formed. So you've got to understand, it looks like this. If you could look down on it, it would look like that. If you could see the magnetic field lines. So we can't. You just have to understand that's what it is, okay? We cannot fly high enough to look down on our Earth. So if everything's projected from the centre as this vortex turns, 15 degrees per hour, 360 degrees over 24 hours, it's projecting all the images out. And the sun is only facing in one direction because it's the Milky Way, it's the pipeline. And that's where we see our sun. So wherever this pipeline turns, I'll just show you this. So that's the vortex in the centre. There's your pipeline, the vortex, the Milky Way, coming out of the centre here. It goes to the sun we see. The sea and the sun in the tropics. You could say the ecliptic plane. So as this turns 15 degrees per hour around the Earth over 24 hours, there's your sun. It's created between the two positive fields, the two south poles. Check out my earlier videos. This is a real biggie, how they've lied to you. This is a North Pole all the way around the Antarctica, as well as the dead centre. The South Poles are here, both sides of the tropics. Check out earlier videos though. So all the images come out of the centre here. So he's seeing the stars here. This is night time. So this is night. Let's say night. Let's go the other way. There's daytime. There's night time. So here's night. So it's dark. So the stars in here, all the background stars inside the vortex here. The sun's pointing one way. That's night time. So you're seeing all the stars in the sky reflected from the centre here, because all in here. Background stars are all in here. Facing there. The sun's over there. But as it turns, as this centre turns, this rolls. One 360 rotation here is a 360 rotation all the way around here. So the images are all projected out from the centre. So what he sees here isn't going to be exactly what he sees there, because the rotation in here hasn't revolved that much. You'll see a few of them, but they're not exactly the same. They don't even get that right. If it's pointing there, then that'll be it. So that image there is now bang on there, because if that's facing that way. But it's slowly turning. So at 10 o'clock he'll get the image here. His 10 o'clock he'll have the image there. But realise it's revolving. Cartwheels in the Plato's Symposium, describing the cartwheels. Not that anyone can understand it. That's how that goes, okay? So this is why we can get a projection out from the centre all the way around. Everyone can see it. That's a simple one. They're all simple actually, if you know the model. 2, No flat Earth maps with consistent scale can show distances between faraway places. So he knows, he's a science wannabe, he'll know that everything expands south. So that's what he's referring to for a distance. So they find it hard to get a consistent mapping to scale of a faraway distance. It's been known for years, way back in ancient times, that they couldn't map out the south. It was a bit tricky because it just expanded. It was all relative to the observer, because as you move, the field, you're moving in the expanding field. So everything is all relative to the observer. So he can't detect what's going on back here anywhere along. Let's stick to one sort of arc of longitude, right? Between there and there is the same time over distance. Between there and there, it's like a clock, isn't it? You put your clock arm there. The time doesn't change anywhere up the clock arm, does it? No. So if you fly 15 degrees from there to there, or 15 degrees from there to there, how can it be slower or faster if the speed is the same? Your airplane's still doing the same speed, and you're only going to travel 15 degrees. Why would it be different? Yeah, you see, you've got to think a little bit. So he's trying to say there's no flat Earth maps. All the maps in the world are flat. Have you ever seen a spherical map? I've never seen one. So they know how to map it all out because they know about declination, don't they? They know the curving magnetic field, and they give you all the coordinates to avoid that curvature. It's called declination, making adjustments to avoid this curve, to give you a direct path. So they have all the maps, and they have all the calculations of what this curve is here. How much to allow when you're here, how much to allow when you're there, how much to allow when you're there, how much to allow when you're there, how much to allow when you're there. The curving magnetic field. It's declination. They know all about it. So they're being really ignorant to make their ignorant family, those who think they live on a spinning ball, happy. And they think flat Earth is stupid, when the only stupid people are these globe tarts. It's quite obvious. They know there's no declination or Coriolis between the tropics, no curving magnetic field lines. Look, why is that? Because the magnetic field stops here and drops straight down to the ground. Comes out of the north and stops here and goes straight down to the ground. That's the dielectric zone, where the energy of Earth is created between the capacitor plates, you could say, between the two magnetic positive fields here. That's where you'd see the sun. That's where we see our sun. As the sun moves, the change in magnetic field is moving with it. They know all this. They're just being rude, dumb, and ignorant. Quite smart, actually, just being smart. So 3, flight path, southern hemisphere. We've just been over that, the flight path. Because everything expands as you go south, they're not getting there any quicker back here than they are here. It's the same. You're travelling 15 degrees per hour here with the sun. So if you're flying around here, you just work it out per 15 degrees in relation to this other 15 degrees back here, anywhere up here. Things are getting a little bit different in the tropics because there's no Coriolis. So back in the day, if you're following a compass setting, it's going to be a direct flight here. You get across here quicker, or maybe across here quicker. I think you'll find latitudes are the same. It's just coming this way and back. This is direct. You get a direct setting between here and there, but not here. You follow that. But with the gyro laser compasses now, gyro lasers, yeah, you can set them so you avoid all this curve. You don't have to do any calculations. It's already it's all computerized, you know. So flight is not a problem. Then he goes on to satellites. Satellites cannot be explained by balloons. See, flat earthers say they're just balloons. Well, if these people now don't understand what a drone is, there's no hope for them. But yet to show how dumb they are, or how ignorant they are. What makes them think they're at the ISS is 408,000 408 miles, kilometres away or whatever. Why can't it just be a drone at 50,000 feet? And apparently the drone follows this curving magnetic cycle. So it's on a compass setting, and if it's just constant flow at a certain altitude, it's probably a consistent flow. They just hook it into there, get it the right elevation, follow the compass bearing it straight to there. Now their problem is they must launch another one from here to there, because to here to there, I don't think it would cross. And they control it. It's remote control, you see. Otherwise, they're just launching other ones from here to there. But they're set on these compass bearings. So you get them at a certain altitude, they'll just keep going at that certain speed, or the drone's just set to go at a certain speed, following a compass, following the compass. Simple. Drones, remote control. What do you think those planes that hit the tower, not the ones that didn't hit the tower, the ones that didn't hit the tower, they were diverted away by remote control. They switch off the, what do you call it? So they're not detected, and then remotely control them. That's been known way back then, way back before then. Boeing is a device they put onto planes. It's got a specific name to it. But, people are ignorant. They think some Arabs dropped the buildings. They don't even know the construction of the building. 5, lunar eclipses. How many times I've been over this? They are so ignorant. They don't even bother looking at any of my videos. They just come in and then start blab, 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 blab. So there's the Milky Way. Okay, comes out of the centre Arctic over to the tropical gap. That's where the energy is being created in here. And it gets fed back through this vacuum to feed the real sun that's sitting over here. Now that swings around the earth like this, and it's the sun, because the sun's the quickest. They don't even teach you that. The sun's the quickest and catches up, because the Milky Way catches up and overlays the moon, or overlays a planet. What's it going to do? It's going to block the pipeline. It's going to block the pipeline and create a solar eclipse, because it's all about frequencies. And if you match a frequency, you nullify that frequency, don't you? So it'll block the frequency. The sun is made up of all the frequencies. If you block it with just one planet's frequencies, then you've blackened it out. That's the solar eclipse. The lunar eclipse, the moon's out here, full moon's furthest away, opposite. So that the sun will be pointed out that way, the moon will be down here. That's full moon. Well, look, the Milky Way, because the moon's in here. So it spirals into new moon, which is in line with the actual sun back up here, across from the hole. You'll have to see earlier videos if you want to get really deep with this, okay? But full moon is right out, spirals out and away when the sun is pointing that way. But it's still in alignment with the Milky Way. It's still in alignment. And at a certain time, you'll get a planet. A planet appears in there as well, like Mars or something. Mars might put the tinge of the red on the moon. We're all told that Mars is red. That's how you get your lunar or solar eclipses. Understand the pipeline moves around. That sun there is coming out of the pipeline. That's a vacuum. The Dyson's a physicist. He created the vacuum. He knows all about it. And he also knows the black hole at the centre ionises the atmosphere. You see in Dubai, they created the big circle. And they know that's going to ionise the atmosphere and purify the air around inside it. That's what it's all about. Right, 6. Circumnavigating the north to south. He doesn't have a question there. It's like we don't know how to navigate the oceans, north to south, so I don't know what his question is there. That's bizarre, actually. Circumnavigating north to south. Like I've shown you, understanding declination. While I'm here, I've put on a lot of videos. The dip compass dips at the Antarctic and it dips in the Arctic. That means they are both North Poles. There's a lie. You've been lied to all your lives. But the dip compass will point up, start coming up, when it gets close to the two sides of the tropics, because that's the south poles of Earth. Your compass will always point south to these two places here. North there to south, north there to south. 7. The scale of the cover-up. Millions would be involved. No, there's millions of stupid people out there who have been conned, who've gone to the indoctrination camps and spent 10 years in there and all believe all the lies. I mean, there's millions out there that are wisened up and realise, no, it's just BS. Just like 9/11 was BS. They know it's BS. Millions on the lie and on the lie. Well, there's millions of Freemasons and all their employees all the way down are all paid to tell the lie or do what they're told. So they're all ignorant, most of them. But a few at the top know the truth. So they know they have to keep the bullshit going because it's a $1 billion industry. Billions and billions. Look how much we pay NASA. So they make a few toys. But look, the people who run the place, billionaires. So the scale of the cover-up, not everybody knows, but a lot of people are ignorant. If they're not looking for the truth, they will not find it. Seek and you shall find. So there you have it. There's the 7 silly questions debunked or answered. If anybody out there is as stupid as this guy, send in your questions. I'm not afraid. Thanks for watching.